this is actually Ben's. It used to be a school teacher, but she was fired because they were in a relationship, and now she actually has her own plumbing business.
Just kidding. Thanks for bringing that up, Dan.
I know. I like rubbing that wound in. So okay, so same thing here now. I'm gonna put down all this intel. I want to know who's in the second place. I want to know how many reviews they have. We can see right here they have 14 reviews. I want to go ahead and look down here. I want to gather all the intel I can. I want to know. I'm going to click more down here. I'm also going to see. I forgot to mention this on the last one, but I also want to see how many verified citations they have. So they're coming from Insider Pages, City Search, and Kazoo. So I want to know where else they're showing up, because that's really important as well. Okay, so I'm looking right here. Go and gather all that intel. Cool. Now I'm going to go over and go to Nick's Plumbing and Sewer Service. I'm going to gather up that as well. I'm going to be writing this down. How many reviews do they have? I'm seeing 5 total reviews here, 4 reviews from everyone. Looking at their scores, looking at all this stuff. Okay, cool. Also, again, like I said, we want to look at photos as well. So we're going to have to, before, you used to be able to find it all on one page. Now you actually have to take a second step here. So what normally would take us 45 minutes is going to take us probably 50 minutes now. I don't know. A little longer because I have to click on an extra thing right here, right? Now I'm going to go in and look here on this one. So we've got Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. I wonder if this guy's name is Benjamin Franklin. 9 reviews. Going through here as well. Again, remember, like I said, we want to go down here and check our verified listing or verified citations. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go photos again. I'm going to count these up. Okay, so now we're going to go over here to this one. Really need some background music or something, because this is just boring, man. And you can see right here, it actually has no photos at all. Also, you can see right here, it says, "Is this your business?" ? Manage this page, edit this business listing. So this is not verified right here. So it's in the 7-pack, and it's not verified. So again, like we told you, somebody could hijack this. So it'd be a good idea to contact this business and say, "Hey guys, what are you thinking? Somebody's going to hijack this. Somebody could hijack this listing from you, and hold it hostage from you, or they could just outright steal it from you." So that's a good little thing right there. Now let's go ahead and go to YB Plumbing, and I'm going to count these up as well. And again, right here, cool. So you guys can hopefully get what I'm saying now. I mean, it's pretty redundant. I just keep doing this, basically just clicking on them, searching, seeing how many reviews they have, seeing if it's verified or not. It is a long time, right? Cool. Now I'm going to go and show you the other thing too. Is if I want to search and see how many unverified listings as well, because that's not going to give me that intel right here. I have to actually search for that myself, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take, take this business name. I'm lazy, so I want to copy and paste, but they're not making it easy for me anymore. So that's not cool. So I'm going to take this phone number at least right here. I'll pop that in here. Whoops. And I'm going to take the name of the company, the name of the business, which is right there. That's the one I was searching. Okay. So I'm taking all this right here, and now I'm just going to do a quick search. So this gives me an idea of how many unverified listings they have as well, which is really cool, because I want to know this. Why? Because I am that kind of person where I want to gather all of the information. I want to make sure that if I'm going to beat them, I'm just going to blow them out the water, right? So I'm going to see, okay, they're in Switchboard, they're on White Pages, they're on Local Post Gazette. That's their own website right there that's showing up. Website, local.com/business, this place too. So here, just for this one business, I might want to start opening up all these now. So as you can see, I'm going to have a ton of new. I'm not going to open that one because that's their own place. ton of new places I'm opening up, right? Local Yahoo, all that stuff. And why am I doing this? Because if I want to, oh wow, that's definitely not a good site right there. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna close one of these because a video started playing and was bugging me right there. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on this or not, but it was bugging the beep out of me. Okay, so I'm opening up these, and the reason why is because I might want to, beat these guys. Well, I obviously want to beat them, so I might need to write down every one of these listings, these links, and then give it to either do it myself or send it to a virtual assistant and give them a list of all these places that my competition is showing up and say, hey, can you take this business listing for my client and post this all over these places that these other ones are showing up as well, okay? Because even though these are unverified listings, they still help and give that extra Google juice, that Google Place juice to help you get up in the rankings.
Absolutely. So guys, let me cut in here, Dan, because this isn't hard, right? I mean, this stuff is not hard. Now, it's also not much fun, right? But it's not hard to do. I mean, it's easy. We show you this because we feel it's really important to understand the fundamentals of this evergreen process. I mean, it doesn't matter what changes Google makes to, whether they're calling it Google Maps, Google Local, Google Places, whatever, it is very important to understand that this is what Google has always held very firmly valuable. And it's this process that will make the difference between you actually succeeding in this and not. And, like I said, it's not fun. I don't think anybody here is saying, oh, this looks like, what I want to do for the weekend. So that's why we've actually taken the time to make this even faster and easier. Or unless you want Dan to keep going, we can show you the faster and easier way.
I'm seeing people in here saying that they want me to keep going. They want me to actually. And remember, guys, I only search for one search term. That's it, one local search term. So obviously, I want to be targeting 3 to 5. So I'd be repeating this process 3 to 5 times, and then backlinks as well. I'm gonna actually need a backlink tool. So I'm not gonna be able to do that without a tool too. So I'd be buying all these other tools and stuff.
Yep. So you guys want to see the easier way to do this, the way to do this in like less than a couple minutes. I mean, really, I mean, take it from going from 45 minutes to an hour to do this to doing it in under 2 minutes. You guys want to see that?
Yeah, they want to see it. They're saying yes, please. No more slow way, please.
Okay.
Oh yes.
All right. Well, then Dan, why don't you hand me over the screen, and I will be happy to share the knowledge.
Perfect. All right. So I just made you a presenter.
Okay, and I am showing my screen. All right. Can you see my screen, guys?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now we can.
Tell me when you can see it. All right. Cool. So this is the Places Takeover tool that I actually had developed a while back. I've been using this for a long time because I've been doing it that way, and what Dan was just showing you, I've been doing that for a couple years at least, just going through that process, and even using my outsourcers. I had to personally go through a lot of that detail in order to be on top of it all the time. And I eventually just grew frustrated with it because I was just tired of doing it, and I got so good at it. I could do all that. I remember when I first was really learning it and figuring out all those important steps, it would take me 2 hours to do it, and that was just being really thorough. And then as I really got good at it, I could do it in 45 minutes or so. Then I figured that was well worth my time because those 45 minutes were earning me an easy $500 a month plus on the other end of that. So that was great and everything. But then I realized there's got to be a better, easier way. And one of the roadblocks I hit, I was trying to develop a software solution to do this. Roadblock I hit was that I'm a Mac guy, and most of the people on my team, the people I outsource to, and everyone else is on a PC. So the first thing I went with didn't really work, and I tried other tools, and they didn't really help. And so finally, I said, screw it. I'm going to find a way to get this done. It'll work on Mac, PC, doesn't matter. Maybe it won't work on the Commodore 64, but what are you going to do? So basically, I wanted it to be really easy there wouldn't be a learning curve, so I could hand this off to one of my outsourcers, let them handle it, let them get everything they need. So they just type in a keyword, and this thing just does it all for them. And you know, with all the updates that Google has had, this has continued to work. We've continued to make sure it works. And then so I finally showed it to Dan because we've been doing a lot of stuff together, and he's like, man, you've just been hoarding this, and he's like, you need to show this to people and let other people get this. And so here it is. So here it is, guys. The same thing Dan just did with Plumbers Houston in this cool little tool here. You just type it in and then hit the search button. And what's really cool is it doesn't matter what country you're in, wherever Google is, because I do a lot of niches, and Dan does a lot of niches that are outside the United States. So this works pretty much anywhere Google works. Whether you're in the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Ireland, so on, so on, so on. And then, sometimes we might do some heavy searches, so we'll use a proxy, just to avoid, Google delaying us from doing searches. But then, one of the important things, one of the extra little pieces of information I always want to know is, how competitive is this with backlinks? And then, obviously, all those potential citations Dan just showed you, which is so painstakingly hard to do, especially now that copy paste isn't as easy as it always has been. But you just enter that in. I'm going to do the backlinks, potential citation, click search, and it will immediately, within seconds, or depending on your internet speed, show you all the places that are showing up on page 1. And then all you have to do is the most important information is going to come up when you click that general summary button. Boom, you're going to have all this awesome information right here at your fingertips. And really, everything I need is right here in these lines right here. I already know that. I already know that I'm going to beat them on photos and videos and that stuff because I'm going to do what? I'm going to fill it out 100%. So, that's just good to have an idea of what they're doing. But then the average number of views. I can quickly see with Plumbers Houston that on average, all those places have 12 reviews. And so that's not going to be an impossible number to compete with. And then the real big deal here, that famous, citation for Google Places, the number of citations, that famous backlink for Google Places, rather, is on average they have 2, but I can really see that information all right here. I can click on the citations chart, it brings this up. And here's what's really cool is if I'm just going to, send this off to somebody to create these citation sources for me, all I have to do is I'm going to right-click and copy, and then go over here to my little notepad or whatever and paste that. And boom, I have all the citation sources I need right there, and I can just send that right off right away. Say, hey, I need pages created for this, on each one of these, and that's really easy. So that's the big thing. And like I said, backlinks. I can go and get an idea how competitive these businesses are in the overall landscape, and get an idea for how many backlinks they have going to their main sites. And I can see here that this number 1 person here, they're pretty serious about it. But pretty much everyone else. It's very low number of backlinks, and I can pretty quickly see that. Like I said, we can look at the reviews and see, okay, a couple of these don't even have any reviews really showing up, so it's not going to be that hard to compete here. So it gives me an immediate snapshot of how hard it's going to be to optimize for this, but then tells me everything I need to do to dominate it. Right off the bat, I can even go really detailed if I want. Like I said, all the information I need is right here, really, to get started. But if I really want to go in and dig in, like Dan said, he likes to go into the details. I can. I can look at all the details for each individual business showing up in that 7-pack, and I can see their specific verified citation sources, and then I can see their potential citation sources. I can go through all of them and look at all this information. I can see their position. It's just really easy to do. I can even see in here whether or not they're owner verified. That just makes it really nice and easy to scroll through and look at it. And like I said, guys, you can just go and look at that general summary, and it gives you just about everything you need to know to get started and completely crush it with Google Places and run circles around anybody else that doesn't have this, that would have to do it the old way. Hell, even doing the old way, most people don't even know how to do it right. And we taught you how to do it right the old way. With this, it just takes that and amplifies it to a level that's just unbelievable. So did I miss anything there, Dan? Did I not go over anything on this, on how cool this tool is?
No, yeah, you got it, man.
Sweet. All right, guys. So let me go back over here to this really cool presentation now that I've gone over that. And so, guys, like you just saw, it's going down from 45 minutes down to less than 5 minutes, and you can rock Google Places now. I mean, we've given you everything we know, all the